Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. Now, if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. This is the show where you guys send in your messiest, toxic, most out-of-pocket predicaments, and I attempt to break them down, giving my honest and unbiased feedback. Now listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so ain't no guarantee I'll help fix your life. But I can provide laughter along the way and call it like I see it. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. My wife finally got revenge. Ain't no cool way to put this, Mike, but I've been cheating on my wife for the last few years. Nasty work. It wasn't about love or emotions or none of that, and I didn't plan on leaving her. It was just sex with other women and I kept it discreet. I thought I was on a low and she never found out. Like this video if you think he's full of shit. But eventually she did. When she confronted me, I expected yelling, crying, maybe even her packing up and leaving. Nah, instead she chose a whole different kind of revenge. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. She went out and hooked up with another dude, and while she was giving him oral sex, she made him record it, then sent me the video with a text message. Hey, yo, you're cooked. Now we're even. No, the hell we ain't. If it stops here, we can move forward, but if not, that's fine too. I'll just file for divorce and best believe I'm taking half. It's cheaper to keep her, so I've heard. Now I can't get that image out my head. Now my boy having nightmares after he saw his queen on her knees in 4K. But it's not that she cheated, it's that she made sure I saw it, like she wanted to humiliate me. You don't think she felt humiliated too? She wanted me to know she could hurt me the same way I hurt her, maybe even worse. Maybe worse? Ain't no maybe. Now I know I'm the one who betrayed her first. I know I put us in this situation, but the way she handled it has me questioning everything. Was this about evening the score? Yes. Or was this her way of breaking me down and gaining control of the marriage? Now I'm stuck between two options. Accept that we're even and try to move forward with her. Yeah, good luck with that. Carrying the weight of what I saw, or walk away and risk losing half of everything I built. Either way, the damage is already done. And I don't know if this marriage can ever feel the same again. All right, so let's recap. You've been sliding and gliding on your whiz for years. Mad shorties. List longer than, you know what I'm saying, the Ellis Island check-in for the immigrants, right? You've been cracking big shit for years. Shorty finds out. She's betrayed, she's hurt, but she don't handle it the way you wanted her to handle it. You wanted her to cry, scream, why'd you do this? Be weak, pack her bags, I'm leaving you. You wanted that. Instead, she was like, nah, I got you. And she made homie cuz record it. Probably on her phone, you know what I'm saying? She's like, yo, get this footage of me. He's like, cool. He probably don't even know she got a wife. He just thinking, oh, she a freak. Recorded it. She's like, thanks. Took the phone, sent you the video with the text. Yeah, what we doing? We even, which you're really not even. You know what I'm saying? She's way up on you. Or we just go ahead and get a divorce. But I'm leaving with half because we've been together for a grip. And you've been out there playing foul ball. You know what I'm saying? What you want to do? Now you're like, oh, what do I want to do? You're playing a victim. You're not a victim, bro. I'm going to tell you right now. I ain't pandering to women. I ain't picking sides. I'm just telling you right now, there's a right way to do the wrong thing. And you was doing the wrong thing the wrong way. You ain't have one shorty or, a side joint, a mistress. You was just out there plowing stuff like you wasn't married. And then you said, I thought I was on a low. Come on, bro. Million cameras in every city. Social media. The T app. You was definitely going to get jammed up eventually. So I don't know what you thought was going on, but you ain't slicker than a woman. You know what I'm saying? A woman's slicker than a can of grease. She caught you, went out, got revenge, and said what you want to do. I'm going to tell you right now, I got to jump on the your side a little bit. Men and women ain't the same. Even though you was cheating, it does not cause the same damage to a marriage as what she did. I got to be honest, if I'm in this situation, I'm just leaving. I just got to deal with the court and go in half or whatever. I'm not staying with my woman. And this is going to sound, women are going to hear this and be like, how dare you? You did all that. She did one thing. It doesn't matter. We're not the same. She sucked homie off on tape and then sent it to me. Their respect is clearly out the window. I ain't never put my hands on a woman ever in my life. But I don't recall being with a woman ever in my entire life that felt like she could do something like that and just look at me like nothing would happen. Like I've never been with a woman that even thought that was something she could do while she was with me. Never. No matter what I was doing. Now, I ain't saying a woman never cheated on me or never did not behind my back. What I'm saying is they never did something so bold, like, and what? Negative. So, however you move in a relationship already lacks respect. And again, I'm not saying physically harm her or nothing like that, but who you are as a person didn't make her think to herself, I bet not try no shit like that with him. Yeah, if I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna just have to do it on the low and hope I don't get caught. But the fact she put it right in your face like that, sent you a video, nah, bro, that tells me way more about you than it does her. But the marriage is over. You just lose 50%. You'll make it back. You can't stay with her. There's no way you can stay with her. Say, okay, yeah, cool. We'll go to divorce court. You know what I'm saying? You might not even lose 50. You might have a good lawyer. You got the video. She ain't got no evidence of you. So you might go to court like, oh, look what she did. I went out. I don't know what she's talking about. Even I ain't never did nothing outside of her marriage. Make her prove that. But staying with her, absolutely not. She's bugging, you're bugging, but she made a mistake by sending you the footage. Now she got the evidence. She might not get nothing. Do that, bro. Stay alert, stay alive. I want my wife to peg me. I need some advice because I don't know how to bring this up to my wife without it turning into a bigger problem. I'm not in the men at all. Wild disclaimer, but I'm gonna let it slide. Continue. I've never been attracted to guys and I never had any interest in being with a man in any kind of way. Like this video if you think he's full of shit. But I do have a kink that I can't stop thinking about. And it's something I want to experience with her. I want my wife to peg me. Pause. Time out. Technical foul. Nasty work. For me, it ain't about my masculinity. It's purely about the physical feeling. I like the sensation of anal play. Hey, yo, you got to relax with all the butt talk, my boy. But only when it comes from a woman. In my mind, it has nothing to do with being gay. It's just a sexual preference, a kink that turns me on. See, the problem is I don't know how to explain this to her without her taking it the wrong way. You definitely trying to take something the wrong way. Pause. I'm worried she'll immediately assume I'm secretly gay or that I'm hiding some attraction to men. And that's not the case at all. It's strictly about me wanting to explore this side of my intimacy with her and only her. So my question is, how do I tell my wife that I want her to peg me without her thinking that I'm gay? Damn, my boy, you went straight to the pegging? You ain't say no beads, no finger, no light warm-up. You went straight to the just, hee. You want her to strap up and just hit the Duke shoot with the dildo? That's nasty work. Hey, yo, pause. Fam, I'm going to keep it a buck. You wrote me the letter. I'm going to try to give you some advice. But you know you wrote me this letter. So you know I'm going to crack jokes, dog. Like, why do you want the poop shoot penetrated like that? You want that G-spot struck so you can bust that good one? That's crazy. There's got to be another way, fam. And I don't know how long you've been married, but the fact that you've been married for whatever amount of time and haven't disclosed this to her, as soon as you pop out like, yeah, I like the, she gonna be outie, bro. She gonna automatically think that you like the freaky, you know what I'm saying? You want some Diddy time. Because there's no way it's just randomly, oh, by the way, I know we're married, but peg me. What? Nah. You ain't do it during dating, the boyfriend and girlfriend phase, the engagement phase, nothing. Now you married and y'all been married for however long. And now all of a sudden you like, look, I don't like dudes. First of all, as soon as you start off a statement like that, I ain't into dudes, but it's already going left. I ain't never liked no dudes, babe, but check this out. Nah, I'm not checking nothing out. I'm about to check out of this marriage because you're nasty. And here's the crazier thing. If you tell her that and she's like, oh, I'm down, she got some kinks that you don't know about. She pulled that joint, that leather joint on, she strapped that thing on and just start railing you. Oh, she been doing this before. So now you got to think, what kind of dude she been messing with? Y'all all in a little wicked, nasty sex triangle. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, bro. This ain't for me. This ain't really the advice that I'm used to giving. I don't know what to tell you, bro, because I'm telling you, you shouldn't say nothing. Go get help. That's what I think. That's not normal. But maybe it is. I don't know. When I was in the Army, matter of fact, there was a sergeant, dude named Sergeant Perkins. He was from Houston. He used to have that dumbass Southside fade. Maybe he was from Dallas. I don't know. But he used to just have this little bit of hair right here, and all this was bald. And he is telling me, like, yeah, when I get home, I can't wait for my wife to stick the beads in my butt and just yank them out. I was like, hey, yo. But I was like 19 when he told me that. I was disgusted. Hey, bro, what you on? Yank the bead, like pull it like a ceiling fan string? Nah. What type of time you on? You need to do all that just to get a ugh. You wicked, bro. I don't need to know that. Maybe I don't know, bro. Do whatever you feel is necessary, but I don't see how this playing out in your benefit in no type of way. Stay alert, stay alive. I got jumped by my boyfriend's sisters. All right, so Mike, I caught my man texting another woman and I completely lost it. Previously on Cheaters, I confronted him and in the heat of the moment, I attacked him and started punching him in the face. Shakari Richardson, this you? He never hit me back, but instead of just leaving it between us, he went and told his sisters what happened. Stay alert, stay alive. So we made up the next day and I thought it was over with. A week later, I saw his sisters at the club and that's when things went left. Yeah, he forgave you, but I'm not sure they did. Big difference. His sisters jumped me in the parking lot, and it wasn't just no little scuffle either. I ended up in the ER with a concussion and 2 broken fingers. I bet you keep your hands to yourself from now on. Now I don't know what to think. I think you better get some rest and heal up. I know I was wrong for putting my hands on him in the first place, but was it really okay for him to basically set me up by telling his sisters and letting them handle me like that? Accountability. Are you familiar with it? At this point, I don't know who's in the wrong here. I do. Me for starting it? Bingo. Or him for letting it escalate the way it did. What you mean you don't know who's in the wrong? You're lucky he didn't knock your head off your shoulders when you attacked him. That's called self-defense. Every man don't have that kind of restraint when they're being attacked by a woman. You lucky he let you slide with that. And I would have told my sisters too. You put your hands on him. Okay, yeah, he forgave you. They didn't. If my sister come to me and say, yeah, my boyfriend did this, and then they make up, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm still late. Well, okay, it's a little different. At this point in my life, when my sisters come and tell me stuff, I stay out of it because I know they're going back. But just because he forgave you doesn't mean they did. They may be okay with beating you up after the fact. They might not care if he's going to take you back or not. Everybody's not like that. I know dudes who it don't matter how many times the girl take the dude back. Anytime you touch their sister, you're getting beat up or something's happening to you. They don't care that the girl goes back. So not everybody's going to give you grace like, well, if he forgave me, why can't you? They might not even like you. They might already be thinking you ain't good enough for their brother. And then you attack them. Oh, no, you know what I'm saying? And they might have left it alone. They probably was at the club, had a few drinks. Oh, there she go right there. Oh, she think it's sweet. You probably spoke to her and everything. Oh, what's up, girls? What's up? Bet. Caught you slipping in the parking lot and just laid you out. You know what I mean? So we talk about, I don't know who's wrong here. You're wrong. Because you didn't even say you caught the man cheating. You said he was texting another woman. It could have been a friend, a colleague, a business. It could have been anybody. It was just another woman. And you just attacked them. Now, let's just say that it was something inappropriate. That still don't give you the right to touch him. Because there's a lot of things that women do that some men feel justifies them knocking them upside the head, and it don't. The only time you're justified putting your hands on somebody else is when you're defending yourself against that person. So in y'all situation, you didn't have no right to put your hands on him, but he most certainly had every right to put his hands on you, and he didn't. You got off lucky. And he told his sisters in the heat of the moment. So even though y'all made up, maybe he just forgot to call off the bounty. Next day, y'all was kicking it, made up. Little passion in the bedroom. He forgot to be like, yo, big sis, he cool now. Don't beat the brakes off her. Maybe he just forgot. Who knows? Or maybe he was just like, I ain't, you know what I mean? Whatever. Whatever they do is on them. I'm not getting involved. I don't know. But you're wrong in this situation 100%. He's not wrong. His sisters ain't wrong. You're the only person that's wrong. Maybe you'll keep your hands to yourself next time. Stop touching people. Because there's always consequences to the actions that you create. The situations you create, there's always going to be consequences for your actions. That's what I'm trying to say. I messed that up. Next time, use some self-restraint, have some emotional maturity, control yourself. And if you think he's texting another woman cheating, then just leave him. Just say, oh, yeah, I'm not going to tolerate that. I'll go be with somebody who's not going to do that. And that's it. You put your hands on him, then you got hands put on you, case closed. Stay alert, stay alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. I hope you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Matter of fact, leave me a comment telling me what advice you would have gave them. And who knows, maybe you got your own toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. If so, feel free to drop me a letter at the email provided below, and I'll make sure I read it in a future segment of Advice with Mike. Now, with that being said, our time together has come to an end. But just remember, stay alert, stay alive.